I'm Rob Kaiser. I'm the publisher of the Greater Wilmington Business Journal. Welcome to the Power Breakfast Series. We have an excellent discussion today to talk about the future of our local schools. If you have a question during the discussion, please text it in or have somebody text it in for you. The number to send text is in your program. It's 910-233-7946. Please include your name and table number in the text along with your question. We'll bring microphones around so some people will be able to ask their questions directly. Before we start, I'd like to thank the organizations that make the Power Breakfast Series possible. You'll hear from our two presenting sponsors in a minute. They are Smith Moore Leatherwood and Cusick Financial Group. And our corporate sponsors are A&B Personnel Services, A Creative Touch, Caldwell Banker Commercial, First Federal, Genesis Global, Hedrick Gardner, McGladrey, McGuire Woods, New Hanover Regional Medical Center, North Carolina Ports, Time Warner Cable Business Class, UNCW's Cameron School of Business, Wachovia Bank, Williams Mullen, and WILM TV. If we could please have a round of applause for all of our sponsors. We'll hear now from Michael Lee with Smith Moore Leatherwood, and then Pat Cusick with Cusick Financial Group.
Good morning. My name is Michael Lee, and I'm with the Wilmington office of Smith Moore Leatherwood. And I want to start out by saying thank you to Rob and his group for putting on the Power Breakfast. I think that all of us here in this room agree that it's of great value to get together once a quarter and talk about and have a dialogue on those issues that are the most important to the business community. Now, when I was talking to Rob and Judy about coming up here today, they said, well, you have essentially 2 minutes to make your commercial for Smith Moore Leatherwood. And I'm not really good at the whole commercial thing, but I think that a lot of y'all in this room already know or have heard of one of the 7 lawyers we have in our Wilmington office. And I think that some of y'all in this room know one of the over 180 lawyers that we have in offices across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. And hopefully you know them from being on your side of the table and not the other side of the table. But in any event, we enjoy being part of a large firm in the Wilmington office because we've got the ability to bring in lawyers from those other cities, whether in person, by video conference, or speakerphone, to help service our clients on particular areas of the practice of law that maybe Wilmington does not support a specialty, maybe trademark or patent law or something like that. So that's something that we really enjoy bringing to this community through our office. And my wife told me that I had to bring a timer up because I tend to talk too long, and I see from my timer that I'm going to be running out of time in just a second. But I really do want to take this opportunity to thank Rob and Judy and the other folks over at the Business Journal for having us up here, and thank y'all for listening to me talk, and I hope you can stay out of the rain. Have a good afternoon and a great Azalea Festival.
Good morning. Good morning. I told Rob I don't need a walker yet. That may come. I'm Pat Cusick, president of Cusick Financial Group. We're an independent financial services firm affiliated with LPL Financial. We provide conflict-free investment advice and asset management services through LPL Financial. If you have a personal investment portfolio or your company's 401k plan, we can provide the objective advice, appropriate products, and executive service that you have come to expect and deserve. And if you're not getting it now, perhaps it's time for a change. Our journey with the Power Breakfast series began 2 years ago now on a soapbox where we talked about honesty and integrity, personal accountability, and taking responsibility for our own actions. I kept thinking that would go out of style, but it never did. Then we put together a financial toolbox filled with levels, planes, crowbars, and other tools necessary to build a sound retirement for your future. This year, we want to continue on our journey to provide the financial touches and final touches for your retirement plans. So this year, we are going to examine the contents of your safety deposit box. Each day, I work with my clients to help them grow their wealth in order to do two things and two things only. First is to have a comfortable retirement, whatever that might mean to them. And second is to assist them in building a legacy that allows them to help the people they love and the causes they care about. It is that simple. But over and over again, we find that people don't take the time to get their affairs in order. They simply don't want to discuss what might happen when they become ill or when they die, or how that death might affect those loved ones and the causes that mattered so much to them while they were alive. So this year, we're going to look inside this safety deposit box and make sure that its contents are complete. A properly filled safety deposit box might include a will or a trust, might include some coins from Uncle Ed's coin collection, could include health care directives, powers of attorney, insurance policies, and final wishes. Let's begin by thinking what would happen if we were in an accident and couldn't work. How would you provide for yourself and your family? And I'm talking about disability insurance. It's the kind that pays whenever you get sick and can't work, or injured and can't work, unlike life insurance that pays when you die. Some of you are fortunate enough to work for companies that provide disability insurance for you, and some of us are not and have to provide that for ourselves. All good financial advisors should evaluate and provide life and disability insurance as part of making sure their clients are getting their affairs in order. Making sure you can meet those financial commitments should something happen to you is critical to your financial well-being. And I encourage you to evaluate yours at your earliest convenience. So like the frosting is on the cake, the safety deposit box is to our financial future. Stay tuned.
Past, present, future, digital. You live the moment. We'll make it last. Call us at 910-399-1820 or go online at ppfdigital.com.